So what are you going to do with you? Huh? Yeah, this is pathetic, huh? Ah. I was talking about the war between the Kilesas and the Dhamma. Yeah? How good of a spiritual warrior are we? Yeah? How easy are we giving in to the Kilesa? Yeah? Kilesas constantly want this, want that, you know? Not happy about this, not happy about that. Yeah? And you say, yes, my Lord, yeah? Yes, my Lord, you know, you're always right, yeah? I should do it like this, I should do it like that, yeah? I mean, constantly, you know, command us around, yeah? And we just give in, yeah? This I need, this I don't need, this I want, this I don't want, yeah? This I'm happy with, this I don't happy with, yeah? The monastery is nice, you know, but, yeah, this I don't like, and that I don't like, yeah? This needs to be changed, that needs to be changed. It's all the, you know, the words of the Kilesa. The Dhamma never says anything, you know. The Dhamma wants to practice. Yeah? And the Kilesas are the little kids, you know, that disturb the Dhamma constantly. Yeah? I mean, if you have little nieces and nephews, you know, I mean, you know, they constantly bother their parents, you know. The parents want to talk, yeah, talk to their friends, you know, and the little kids and come and, yes, bother. They want their attention, yes, yeah. And that's the same with the Kilesas. They want their, yeah, they need their attention. If we give them attention, they grow. You know, if we don't give them attention, you know, they disappear in the background, and that is what is called samadhi. You know, that's when they disappear in the background and are not there for a moment. Yeah? So when we come here to practice, yeah, come here to this monastery, I mean the mechis, you know, and the lay people who come here, I mean keep the 8 precepts, yeah. I think we might. Do we have, you know? I mean, we need to put them out, you know, somewhere so that people can be reminded of, you know, on a big piece of their sheet of paper. That is the basis, you know. We keep the 8 precepts here. That's it, yeah. And then we start to practice samadhi, the ability to concentrate on one point, be it the Buddha or be it the breath. Yeah? And every thought and every memory that comes in, we replace with the attention on the breath or on the Buddha. We don't follow, you know, we don't follow the Kilesas who tell us, this is boring or this is not boring, this is right, I'm not sitting right, I should sit like this, or I should practice like this. We don't follow it, you know. We just go back to the Buddha, yeah. And I always say that the best way, you know, to determine if you're on the right path is, yeah, when you're with the Buddha, yeah, I mean you determine you're on the right path if you're with the Buddha. If you're not with the Buddha, if you're with thoughts, you're already on the wrong path. Yeah? The same thing with the breath. Yeah? If you're with the breath, fine, you're on the right path. If you're not with the breath, you're not on the right path. Yeah? Very easy, yeah, but we forget. We constantly forget it. You know, think about this, think about that. Yes, this is important. I shouldn't forget this. No. Forget about it. Yeah? I mean, when we practice samadhi, we practice the stillness of mind, or what is it called, you know, in Pali, samatha. Yeah? With calmness. Yeah? The practice of calmness, you know, when the mind is still. And when the mind is still, you know, then we are happy. Yeah? How can we not be happy? Yeah? Or we're satisfied, or we're at peace, you know, whatever it is, you know, whatever comes up depends on our practices we have done in previous lives. Yeah? So whatever, sometimes joy comes up, sometimes happiness comes up, sometimes just peacefulness, sometimes just calm, you know. Yeah? That's fine. Yeah? But there's nobody, there's nobody, bothering us at that moment. We have to do it this, or this is this, or this is that. Yeah? Because this is association. Association is part of memory. Yeah? I mean, when you see something, when you see a light, in meditation, go to the light, you're distracted already. Yeah? Because we are not with the Buddha or we are not with the breath. Yeah? If you stay with the breath, if a feeling comes up, you're doing samadhi. Yeah? I mean, normally when the mind gets calm, a feeling comes up. But we don't stay, we don't go with our attention to the feeling. Most of the people make a mistake and then go to the feeling. Yes, it is nice, I mean, it's, so I'm so happy, or I'm so peaceful, or this, and then within, a few minutes this feeling disappears and then we get sad. Yeah? Or frustrated because we can't get the feeling anymore. Because we forget to do our work. Yeah? The work is the result, the work of, sticking our attention on the Buddha or on the breath, the result will be these feelings, yeah? And the more we stick, I mean, instead of going to the feeling that is, in the beginning, might be pretty weak, I mean, when we stay with the breath or we stay with the Buddha, the feeling increases. The intensity of feeling, can sweep through our whole body, yeah? That's fine, yeah? Sometimes it's too much, but, it's okay, yeah? We stay with the Buddha, and then it decreases again, I mean, and then the feeling changes, maybe to a more peaceful or more calm feeling, whatever it is, yeah. We don't care about the feeling, we care about if you stay with the Buddha, if you know the Buddha, if you know the breath. How is the breath, at the moment? Is it detailed? I mean, do we still feel it at the nostrils, or is it gone, is it gone into knowingness of the breath, yeah? And the knowingness of the breath comes from the citta, and comes from the heart, yeah? And then we stay with that, yeah? But we still have our point of concentration around the tip of the nose when we are with the breath, yeah? Until these 2 points merges, and when these 2 points merges, I mean, everything disappears, yeah? The body starts to disappear, before that, the body starts to disappear, yeah? I mean, in the beginning, we don't feel our legs anymore, or we don't feel our arms anymore, and then it becomes less and less and less of the bodily feeling disappears less, disappears more and more and more until there are only around the citta there is a feeling still, and until, we get one pointed and then the whole universe disappears. Yeah? And before that, I mean, all these sounds, and images, are all gone far, far, far away, yeah? And the more they are gone, the more we feel calm and peaceful. Yeah? And that is our state, that is the state of samadhi, yeah? I mean, if there are no thoughts, if there are no memories, I mean, there's no future, there's no past. So, I mean, what to worry about, what to be afraid of? If there's no future, no past, we are not afraid of anything. That is the beauty of it, yeah? We see, I mean, the fear, and the worries, only come with thoughts, and memories together. Yeah? When we think, I am, what am I going to do tomorrow or this afternoon, yeah? Then these things appear. Yeah, fear appears, worries appear, this appears, that appears, yeah. But when we don't think, nothing appears, yeah. No memories are coming up, there's just the way things are, the world as it is, the world of experience, yeah. And we feel calm or happy or whatever, yeah, or peaceful. Yeah? And that is the state of mind that we need to attain to, yeah. And it is not too difficult, but it's also not too easy, yeah. So I mean, we have to put, we have to put our effort in it, and get rid of these thoughts and memories, yeah. But that doesn't mean that we have to attack these thoughts and memories, yeah. The moment we don't want these thoughts to come up or these memories to come up, they come up even stronger. We just ignore them. Yeah? That is the way to do. We just ignore them. And we can say in the beginning, there's a thought, not interested. Sometimes I was sitting in meditation, when there are too many thoughts, not interest, no interest, no interest, no interest, no interest, no interest, no interest, yeah, until, they subside, until there are only few thoughts, and then you can, just go back to Buddha, or just go back to the breath, yeah. Use some, find some way, to get rid of these, yeah, but don't suppress them, yeah. Don't suppress the feelings that come up. Sometimes, there's a feeling coming up, don't suppress it, just observe it, Stick to your Buddha or stick to your breath and observe the feeling, yeah. And then it comes and it goes, yeah. Sometimes we feel like crying, okay, let's cry, it will stop sooner or later, yeah. There's nothing wrong with crying, yeah. Most of the time, it's a crying of the kilesas because they can't get what they want, yeah. Just like children crying when they don't get anything that they want, yeah. So let them cry, yeah. But don't suppress it, because that makes it just stronger, and we get more and more frustrated, because the more we try to suppress these thoughts, the more they come up. Yeah? Because with the energy we suppress these thoughts, with this energy and its own energy, added up, they come back, and then we have to give in, yeah. We give up, yeah. And when we thought about, the first thing, Dhamma was talking about, it is a war, yeah. It's a war of the kilesas against, against the Dhamma, or the Dhamma against the kilesas, yeah. So, we have to be victorious, yeah. Most of the time we will not be victorious, it's fine, yeah. And I hold the white flag and said, okay, I'm defeated, you defeated me, yeah. But next time I try a little bit more. That is the way how to approach these things, yeah? Not being over-serious, not being not serious at all, but just finding in the middle way, yeah? If they defeated me, realize, okay, I'm defeated, yeah? You defeated me, okay. And that will happen, a long time, years after years after years, But over the time, the more we try and the more we practice, the defeats become less and less and less and less, yeah. And sometimes we get a victory over the kilesas, and that is amazing, yeah. When the kilesas are defeated, yeah, that is an amazing thing, yeah. Then they don't show up, yeah? And then you ask them, where are they now? Yeah? They're gone, yeah? After a few days they came back, boom, yeah? And then hit me again. Yeah? But sometimes, you can defeat them, and then they are gone for a while, Just a boxer, knock somebody else, KO, and he's unconscious for a while. You can knock the kilesas KO, and then they are gone for a while, yeah. And it's quite an amazing state of mind, yeah. Anyway, we can do a lot of things, be a little bit, be a little bit intuitive, yeah, and use your wisdom, how to deal with these things, yeah. These things, yeah. And if you don't know how to deal with it, use the principle of anicca, anatta, and dukkha, yeah. If a feeling comes up, ask yourself, is this dukkha, or is it sukha, what is it, how does it feel like, yeah. If a thought comes up, say there is a thought. It's not me, it's not mine, it doesn't belong to me, it's not myself. That's the teaching of the Lord Buddha. Yeah? These things are anatta. Yeah? Whatever comes up, it's not me, it's not mine, it's not myself. Yeah? Yeah? But don't suppress anything. Let the things there. When you look at the sky, and the clouds are coming, a dark cloud is coming, you cannot suppress it. Yeah? It's the same thing. When feelings come up, or when thoughts come up, when memories come up, we cannot suppress it, or we should not suppress it. Yeah, we should just let them happen, and don't put any interest on them, and just go back to our meditation object. Yeah? Be the Buddha or be the breath. Yeah? That's it. And use the principle of anatta. It sometimes really helps. Yeah, especially if we are afraid. Just say there's fear, and then, investigate the feeling of fear. While you keep on the Buddha, or while you keep on the breath, yeah? Investigate, how does it feel like? And you will notice, the fear instantly disappears, when there is no more thoughts and memories, yeah? That is the fuel for the fear, yeah? If there are no thoughts, memories, there is no fear. Yeah? But if you fuel, these fear by constantly thinking about it, what will happen, this could happen, that could happen, that's, yeah? The fear becomes, unbearable. Yeah? It's the same thing, when you're afraid these thoughts are coming up, yeah, or that is coming up, or that can happen. No, let it happen, and see, how you deal with it. Yeah? Within every situation there's a good solution. Yeah? But, if you have a plan, what we are going to do, if this is going to happen, this will never work out, because this is not the best solution. The best solution is always in the moment. Yeah? But we fail, because we are afraid that this could happen, yeah? We prognose something, this could happen, how I'm going to react, yeah? When I see my parents, how I'm going to react, yeah? It's always wrong. Just be you, yeah? Just be, just be, yeah? Yeah? And see what is happening, yeah? Your parents are just people, yeah? Or your friends are just people, yeah? If you think of them, in a certain kind of way, that's how you perceive them, and that's how you plan how to react to when they say something that is unpleasant to you, or when they act in a way, that is unpleasant to you. What is it, yeah? No, just be, see, and when you are there, yeah, when you're in the present moment, there's always a nice solution to it, yeah. Sometimes you will be surprised about the solution, that completely diffuse any kind of anger, in the situation where the anger arises, yeah. So use this, yeah. Use the principle of anatta, or use the principle of anicca, yeah. If pain comes up, pain must go, because it's anicca. Feelings are anicca, thoughts are anicca, yeah. Memories are anicca, yeah. They come and they go, and they come and they go, and they come and they go. Just like our body is anicca, yeah. It is born, and will die. Yeah? Sooner or later, yeah. We don't know when, yeah. The same thing with feeling, we don't know when, yeah? But if you fuel the feeling, with thoughts and memories about this feeling, it will stick on, it sticks on and becomes even stronger, yeah? So, you use it, or use anatta, yeah? Whatever we perceive, cannot be us, yeah? The feeling does not know it's a feeling, and the memory does not know it's a memory, so, who knows that it's a memory, who knows it's a feeling? Yeah? There's somebody who knows. And that is what we should concentrate on. There's someone who knows. Yeah? So, getting into samadhi, making the mind empty, emptying the mind of any occupation. Yeah? Right? That's the definition of sati. Yeah? Empty the mind, the mind is empty of any occupation, there's just this knowingness in it. Sati. Sometimes I call it awareness, but it's not really the same thing, yeah. Emptiness of mind, yeah. Awareness, also has, the aspect of knowing what is going on, yeah. But knowing what is going on is the knowing nature of the heart, yeah. So, mind emptiness, it is probably a better way. Yeah? If the mind is completely empty of any occupation, if it doesn't think about this, if it doesn't think about that, yeah? And that's how Luther Mahabharata described it. The moment, if sati is that, if somebody has sati, yeah? There are no kilesas. So the mind is empty of occupation. Yeah? There are no kilesas in the mind. There's nobody telling us what to do, how to think, how to react. Yeah? There's just the emptiness of mind, and we know. Yeah? We know what is going on, yeah? And we know also, what to do or not to do. Most of the times you don't need to do anything. Yeah? You just observe, yeah? And then go on. And sometimes we need to do something. and then we do it. But not from our thinking, yeah? Do it from our heart. Yeah? Sati is very important, I mean, if we look at something, if we investigate feelings or thoughts or memories, or if we investigate the body, and if we don't have sati, I mean, we are constantly, torn, by the feelings, that the kilesas bring up. Oh yeah, but the body is nice, it's not so disgusting. It's wonderful, it's amazing, yeah. If we have sati, we just see the things as they are, yeah, without any thought, without any emotion, without any feelings, yeah. We see the body, we open it up, yeah. The disgust doesn't come, while we do the investigation of the body. The disgust comes afterwards, yeah, when we stop the investigation. Yeah? We just see, we open, we tear the skin off, and then we see, what is under the skin, and then we remove the flesh, we remove the tendons, and we see the skull, When we look at the head, we pull the eyes out, and we see the empty sockets, and so on. And what is it, I mean, it's like you take, if you have a car and you take your car apart, I mean, you just put the things out, yeah. I'm in the machine, I'm in the brakes, and the steering wheel, and so on, yeah. I mean, just things, yeah. You put together, it's a car that you can drive, yeah. It's the same with the body, I mean, if you have eyes, you can see. If your ears, you can hear, if you if you have a skin, a nervous system, you can feel, yeah, and so on, yeah. That's it, yeah. It is a machinery, I mean, I always call it a biological robot, I mean, that has its own engine, yeah. And as long as the heart, beats, and the breath, and the lungs work, I mean, this robot, will continue to live on, yeah. The moment the breath stops, I mean, it will die, yeah. And then what we do, yeah. Like what we do, when our car breaks down and we can't repair it anymore, we go and look for another car. Why bother about this, Huh? I never seen anybody, in the Western world, I mean, oh, this car, oh my car, let's bury it or let's burn it, and put it into a vase, and put it into on my desk, No, it's a car, we put it on the scrapyard. Yeah, and that's it, and then we get a next car. Yeah, it's the same with the body. Why to make so much fuss about the body? Body is the body, Of course we look after it. We also look after our car, yeah. Sometimes we even wash it, and then, and clean it up, just like we clean our body, because it smells bad, if you don't wash it for a long time, yeah. We wash our hair, we wash our clothes, the same way, and we feed out the body, we give it food, we give it water, whatever it needs, to maintain its existence, yeah, just like with the car, yeah. But when it dies, what to bother, just go into the next life, yeah. But, I mean, people make so much fuss about the body, right? So we look at it, and we also see, that the body and the chitta are two different things. The chitta is the chitta, it's the driver of the car. Yeah? When it gets out of the car, it sees, oh, it's a car, yeah? Nice car, yeah? Or not so nice car, yeah? Healthy car or not so healthy car, whatever, yeah? Just looks at it, okay, yeah? But there is somebody, who looks at the car. There's somebody, the chitta, looks at the body and says, okay, that's the body, but the body has nothing to do with me. But I'm somehow, attached to this body, and that's why I care about this body overly, yeah? Most of the people care in the world, care only for the body, yeah? Special food, I mean, when I look, especially at the West, special exercises, I mean, we need running, we need jogging, we need this, we need that, we need machines, we need to train the body, and in the end the body dies in the same way. Yeah? We need this kind of food, we need that. We need vegan, we need vegetarian, I know, I don't, I mean, it's all about the body. Our whole life, in the West is all about this body, We only think about the body, about the beauty of the body, about the dresses that we wear, about the clothes that we wear, we need to make it nice, because we actually don't want to look at, what is underneath the clothes, for most of the people, except if it is our friend, Yeah? We don't want to see old people walking naked, around, Yeah? But if they are nicely dressed, we look at them, and we admire them. But if they always walk naked, it would be disgusting. Even that, then take off their skin, it is even more disgusting. Yeah? That's all, all what we do. And then because, we need to maintain this body, we work for this body, and we work, until we die. Yeah? And then what has this life given to us? Nothing, except for worries, for anger, and greed and lust and so on, yeah. All these nice bad feelings, that we infuse in ourselves, yeah. Because we don't understand the reality, we don't understand the true nature, of our existence. Yeah? We need this body, human life is a very worthwhile life, yeah. Human life is very, very precious if we use it for Dhamma, to develop the Dhamma, yeah? Because then we can see, we can both see in the sukha, the happiness, that comes from our feelings, from our things, and from our thoughts, from some of our thoughts, yeah? And the unhappiness, yeah? So we see sukha and dukkha, we can see, okay, there's sukha, there's dukkha, where does it come from? Yeah? If we are in hell, we only see dukkha, we don't see, we don't see the other thing. Yeah? If we are up in heaven, we only see sukha, we only see happiness. Why should we do anything? Yeah? Yeah? When we are down in the animal realm, we don't have very much time, to investigate dukkha, because, yeah, they do have a lot of dukkha. If we are in the ghost realms, we see all these human beings who can do all these fantastic things, we have only dukkha, we want to be like them, yeah? That's a lot of dukkha, yeah? We don't investigate. Here in the human realm, yeah, that is, yeah, that's where most of the people, that's where all the Lord Buddhas are born. All the Buddhas have been born in the human realm. They haven't been born in the heavenly realm, yeah? Because it's too nice, yeah? Why bother? Think about yourself. Why bother if you don't have dukkha in your life? Why bother about doing anything against it? Yeah? Yeah? You don't want to investigate, the sukha. Yeah? Let's investigate why I'm so happy. I have never seen anybody, doing this, yeah? Yeah? Only investigate, why do I have so much dukkha? Where is it coming from? The government, from my friend, from my family, from my parents, where is the dukkha coming from? That's why we ask, where the dukkha is coming from. Huh? But we don't ask, where the sukha is coming from. Just like Roman Catholics or, Protestants, who constantly, when something bad is happening to them, they run into the church and ask, God, take this, from me, please take this, this burden from me, or relieve me of this burden. But when they win in the lottery, they don't never run to God and say, please take this win from me, yeah? Yeah? Only bad things, only bad things are done by others, good things come from our own nature, yeah? Yeah? That is a mistake that we do. Yeah? So practice, once you have samadhi, once you have enough samadhi, practice the investigation of the body, tear it apart, put it out in front of you, in big pieces, in small pieces, in detail, or not so much detail, and see, what knows that there is a body part, what body part, consists, is the body. There's no body, there are body parts, yeah? Just like when we take the car apart, they are just parts of the car, yeah? The engine, the steering wheel, the brakes, the wheels and so on, What? Huh? Yeah, nothing of that is a car, yeah? And that's the same thing, Is the brain the body? Is the heart the body? Is the lungs the body? They all need to work together to be a body, yeah? And who knows that there is a body? Yeah? I mean, if you ask the body, do you know your body? The body doesn't answer. Yeah? Just like feelings don't answer. Yeah? Because we assign the label, this is a feeling, this is a thought, this is a memory. Yeah? We assign these labels. The knowingness knows there is something in it, assigned, okay, this is a feeling, this is a memory, this is that, yeah? Okay, that's enough. Yeah? You have any question? Yeah? Yeah.
I have two questions. So in the West and in other spiritual religions, they have this idea of the soul.
Yeah.
And to me, the description of the chitta seems like the soul. But is this correct?
No. Well, that depends on how you define soul.
For me, like the soul...
If soul is something fixed, then it's wrong. Then the chitta is something different from the soul. Yeah? But if the soul, can evolve, can it change, can it self, then it is more likely to the chitta. Yeah? Think about the chitta, I think I told you, think about the chitta as a diamond. Yeah? And diamond has a lot of facets, yeah? Some of the diamonds are very shiny, some of the diamonds... And if people look at a diamond, they always see different facets, yeah? Yeah? That's how other people view us, yeah? They see different things within us, yeah? But over the time, yeah, each facet is a characteristic tendency, yeah? But the strong facets or the big facets are greed, hatred and delusion, yeah? They're also there. But there's also sati there, yeah? Sati is also a facet, yeah? At the moment we develop the facet of sati in order to become more and more and more, yeah? And we develop the facet of wisdom to become more and more, bigger and bigger and bigger, because at the moment it's so tiny that we hardly can see it, yeah? So this diamond changes. Within one life it changes, it changes its facet. Some of the facets, for some people, anger grows, so that facet becomes bigger, and that goes to the next life, yeah? The pure chitta never changes, yeah? So the pure chitta is the contents, of this diamond. It's the nature of the diamond, yeah? But we cannot see the nature of the diamond because we only see the facet. Yeah? But we can experience the nature of the diamond. Yeah? If we go into Apana Samadhi, then we experience the true nature of the chitta. Yeah? That's the only way, we can experience it. Yeah? And that is, I was talking about the knowingness that knows object. Yeah? But at that level, in Apana Samadhi, there is a knowingness, but that does not know object. It's a pure knowingness. Yeah? They call it the one who knows. Yeah? But he doesn't know. He doesn't know future, past. He's eternal. Yeah, and he never changes. Yeah?
So my second question is can we call the true chitta the self? Because if there's we're always calling the khandhas our self, but
yeah,
the pure chitta is what knows all of the khandhas, right?
Well, no, that is the defiled chitta. That is what you call self. That is the chitta with all these facets. That is self.
The chitta without all of
yeah.
the facets.
With doubt, with anger, with greed, with lust, with this kind, with being in this way or being in that way. Yeah? That is self. Yeah? The self is, within the 5 khandhas. And because we are attached to the 5 khandhas, that's what we call self. That's why the Lord Buddha said, anatta, this is not me, it's not mine, it doesn't belong to me, it's not myself. The true citta, I sometimes, I call it the true self, that has nothing of these, and the true self doesn't go from anywhere to another, It's only that what we think is self goes from one life to the next, but actually it's not even that self, it's just the karma that the self created, that goes into the next life.
So, there is a self, but it's
No.
not.
Self is a personality, and this true knowingness is not a personality, it's everything.
But it's unchanging.
It's nothing.
It's unchanging and constant, which is...
Yeah, it's unchanging and constant, and it is always there, it has been, it's eternal, Don't even try to imagine. If you want to know, then go into Appana Samadhi, where everything disappears, and then you get a glimpse of it. The self is, what we think of in terms... ask yourself, what do you think of yourself, or what do you think of other people? It's always, within the 5 khandhas. There's nothing else that you think of self, that is not within the 5 khandhas. These, these kind of views, these kind of opinions, these kind of appearance, being a woman, being a, being a man, it's all appearance. It's all within the 5 khandhas what you think of self, If you detach yourself from the 5 khandhas, there's nothing you can define.
But can you start identifying yourself as the knowingness or the chitta?
Yeah, if you want to.
But that doesn't create...
Yeah, but it does create sometimes, a little bit of confusion.
Yeah, because that will lead to dukkha too, right?
No.
No, it won't. Okay.
No?
The fact that it doesn't create...
You are attached, we are attached, to the 5 khandhas. If we leave out the 5 khandhas, there's no dukkha. There's no attachment, And the attachment is not only, that we want something, but we also dislike something. That's also attachment, Some people don't want the body, or don't want this life, they kill themselves, but it's also attachment, Or they don't like this, or they don't like that, it's also attachment, It's a negative attachment, a positive attachment. If we can completely distance ourselves from the 5 khandhas, yes.
So you can't get attached to the chitta, right?
How can you get attached to the chitta what you are? You can only get attached to the things that you see, that you perceive as not yourself.
Thank you.
Got it?
Yeah. I think, no, actually, the last part, can you say again?
You can only get attached to things that are not yourself, So the knowing, you cannot get attached to the knowingness, you cannot even perceive knowingness, because it's you, Not you in the sense of self, because it's you, You perceive something else, you perceive the body, so you get attached to the body because you think it's yourself, You get attached to your feelings because you think it's self, But the knowingness, you cannot get attached to the knowingness because you are the knowingness.
Because, the description I was reading from the heart, he talks about how, there's, the radiant chitta, but then, that's not nibbana, the self has to walk out of the empty room
Yes.
in order for the room to be really empty.
Yes.
And so, if this knowingness,
Yes.
it's still an experience.
Yes, it's an experience, Because it is the last experience before Nibbana. It's what he calls the radiant chitta, is the chitta that is, that is full of avijja. And avijja is the last fetter. Yeah? Once, avijja is gone, then this is the true citta.
And that is, we can't comprehend.
No, of course we can't comprehend. So I mean, all our language is the language of duality. We cannot comprehend something that is not duality, because we always perceive subject and object. Yeah, there's somebody who observes something. Subject and object. Yeah, that is duality. Yeah, I mean, if the duality falters. I mean, there's nothing we can say about it, and we can't even think about it. Yeah, because we.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. So, any more questions? From this side? No more questions? Yeah? What is the name of the Korean? What is your name?
My name is Sean, sir. Please call me Sean.
Shalom. Sean. Did you understand? I mean, these thoughts, that come up, I mean, see them, and forget about them. Yeah? It's not me, it's not myself. There is a thought, let's go back to Buddha, or let's go back to the Buddha. Don't put any interest, yeah? The more you hate these thoughts, the more they come up. It's the same. The more you like these thoughts, the more they come up. So don't pay any interest to them. That's the way, or memories that come up. Don't pay interest. Oh, so many memories are coming up in the beginning.
Therefore, I understand what you say, but in reality, I want myself is shown to see to others nicely and better. So whenever a better thinking arises, I dislike it.
Yeah.
More or less.
Yeah.
So
It shouldn't. I mean, just be neutral to it, yeah? And just say there is a thought.
I try.
Yeah. I mean, it will take a long time, yeah? But if you dislike it, I mean, you also suppress it, yeah?
Yes,
and then it comes back again, stronger, yeah? And then in the end you're frustrated, yeah? No. Just let them pass away just like clouds, yeah? Okay, bye. Hello, goodbye. Hello, goodbye, yeah? Shaking hands, yeah? Yeah? You cannot, I mean, when you go through soul, you cannot, you cannot choose the people that you meet, yeah? It's the same as in New York. You cannot choose the people that you meet, when you go to the Times Square, whatever, wherever place you are, yeah? You just meet them, I mean, you like it or you don't like it, it doesn't matter. You will see them, you will meet them, yeah? Yeah? Okay, so there are 3 questions, or 4 questions, or 5 questions. Go ahead.
You mentioned that Asians are respectful and Westerners are not. What was the last time period where Westerners had respect?
Well, very difficult to answer. I mean, maybe 80 years ago they were a little bit more respectful, but I don't think Westerners, had a lot of respect for other people. Yeah? They had respect for themselves, yeah. So, no, I mean, they used to be, 100 years or 150 years ago, they used to be, that at least the children had respect for their parents, yeah, and for their teachers, and so on, yeah. So they used to be, yeah. But the more our society became, single-minded, living a couple, just living, together, and being separated from the great family, I mean, the respect also got lost there. But it's not really that important, yeah. I mean, the Asians are brought up, to respect the teachers, to pay respect to the teachers. to pay respect to the parents, yeah, and to pay respect to the religion, to the monks, yeah. That's how they're brought up. And you can, yeah, think about when was the last time you paid respect to your parents, yeah. Okay.
Dear Ajahn, I hope you are well. Thank you so much for your teaching. If a meditator achieves a state where there is no thoughts and no memories, but there are some forms / colors which can stay still or move, should one remain in that state and foster it until they reach about 15 to 30 minutes? Or is it the mind playing with phenomena rather than sticking with the Buddha or what?
Yeah, he answered it. The mind sticking with phenomena. I mean, in this case, don't pay interest to the phenomena, pay interest to the Buddha or the breath that he is using. Then either the phenomena become more increased, yeah? I mean, sometimes it does happen, that light, then it becomes stable and becomes very bright, Then he has to use a different technique. Then he has to bring the light, that is outside. It's a projection from the chitta. Then he has to bring it back into the chitta. But most of the time, just ignore it, yeah? Stay with the Buddha or stay with the breath.
And the same person, kind of follow-up. Is there, in the state of samadhi, necessary as 15 to 30 minutes as a prerequisite for a Subha meditation? And is there still anything but no thought or memories, or there are no memories, no thought, and nothingness? And is there any diagnostic tool that one can use to understand if they follow the path? I can make it simpler.
Well, what is he asking? I mean, if he's in a state of samadhi, he cannot do anything. In the state of samadhi, I mean, your intentions are gone, yeah? So, the moment you come out of the state of samadhi, I mean, that's where you can decide what to do.
I think, if I understand correctly, he said, in the state of samadhi, is there nothing, or we still have something?
And there's still, the experience of the whole world, but in a different way, yeah? I mean, there are still feelings, there are still feelings coming out, there are still sensations coming out, but they are far away, they don't, it is like, it's like, you sit in a glass house and there's thunder and lightning and rain, you see it, you hear it, but you're not bothered by it. Yeah?
And also you try to judge if they are good or not good, if they are in the path or outside of the path, those things.
Yeah, as long as you, as I said before, as long as you're with the Buddha or with the breath, you're on the right path. But if you're with the phenomena, you're not on the right path. Yeah. Okay.
Next question. My understanding of fabrication in Thai Dharma teaching is Jit Pung Tang.
Chit Pung Deng.
And
yeah, that is it's a fabrication. Yeah, the chitta brings up these fabrications. Yeah, this is completely correct. Yeah.
And the last question. Buddhists don't believe in God, so why they are praying and to whom they pray?
Why are Christians, praying to God, or Muslims praying to Allah? I mean, there are 25 realms of heaven, yeah? I mean, the Ruka, the heavenly beings that live in the world or live in the woods, I mean, there are no gods in this realm, yeah? But in the higher realms, there are gods, yeah? There are sometimes, just one God, but normally, when we refer to God, we refer to the Sakka, yeah? The Sakka, I think, I mean, don't nail me on this, he's the God of 16 gods, yeah? Tavatimsa heaven, if I'm correct. Yeah? Maybe they pray to him. Yeah? I don't know. You have to ask the Christians, to which God you're praying. Huh? I don't know. And I don't know, some gods, can help some beings, if they have the karmic relationship, other don't have the karmic relationship, and they're normally not bothered, If they live closer to the human realm, then they might, I mean, the Ruka Devas, I mean, they can help, beings, in the human realm, yeah, if they want to. So I don't know, really, which God they are praying to, yeah. I mean, Jesus said, I mean, maybe it was Sakka, yeah. Maybe it was the God of the gods, yeah. That's what he thought, I don't know. There are so many gods, think about it, 25 different heavenly realms, yeah? Okay, some of the heavenly realms don't have any beings, but yeah. But some of them, at least, quite a few have, have beings in them, and there's a God, in each of the realms, yeah? I think about the human realm, I mean, we used to have many kings, yeah? Sometimes we had emperors, yeah? So, I mean, why should it be different in the heavenly realms, yeah? They have kings, and then they have a God, who is the Lord over the kings, it's over, whatever, yeah? But the best thing is to ask, the Christian to which God they are praying, yeah?
Which one?
Which one? Is Allah different from God, or is God the same as Allah, They'll probably say yes, it is, but, yeah, I mean, in which heavenly realm is Allah, yeah, or which heavenly realm is God, yeah? I don't know. I mean, they never get, or most of them don't even get an encounter with God, Maybe some of them do, And then they should ask the God, in which realm of heaven are you, yeah? Are you Sakka, the God of the 16 gods, or are you the gods under the Sakka, Okay? Ja, was gibt's?
Wasn't the question whether Buddhists pray or why they do that?
No, Buddhists don't pray to God.
Yes,
Yeah, I mean, the question is, the question is to which God they are praying, yeah? But here, the Buddhists here in Thailand, some of the Buddhists, they want to stand on 2 feet, in 2 different religions, so I mean, they pray to Hindu or Vishnu or whatever, I don't know, yeah? Before the exam, they give some, I don't know who is Vishnu, I don't know who the Indian gods are, yeah? But Buddhists, I mean, a real Buddhist, doesn't have a God, yeah? He knows that there are gods, but that's okay. So, okay, you have some German questions? I mean, if your parents have questions, they just give it to you, Mechi Sunanda.
Liebe Sangha, lieber Ajahn Martin, wäre es möglich, einmal einen Dhammatalk in Deutsch über Lothar Maharaj zu geben? Seine einprägendsten Worte, seine wichtigsten Lehren an Mönche und Laien und allgemein, wie er so war. Ich denke, es gibt wohl keinen anderen deutschen Ajahn, der so viel Zeit und so nah mit dem Meister verbracht hat und daher so viel über ihn erzählen kann.
Tja, wenn ich mal eine Eingebung habe, das ist immer so schwierig, ne? Das muss rauskommen. Sowas muss rauskommen, sowas kommt im deutschen Vortrag, ne? Kommen da manchmal solche Anekdoten raus, ne? Wie er war und so weiter. Aber er kann sich, ich habe doch einige Vorträge auf Deutsch übersetzt. Ne? Vorträge in Thai, die auf Deutsch übersetzt worden sind. Ne? Die kann er sich anschauen, ein paar Videos habe ich deutsche Untertitel gemacht, ja, also kann er sich auch anschauen und sieht er auch nicht nur meine Worte oder meine Übersetzung, sondern sieht auch, wie Lothar Maharaj leibt und lebt. Okay?
Sehr geehrter Ajahn Martin, deine Vorträge berühren meinen Geist und mein Herz. Manchmal möchte ich gerne aussteigen und Mönch werden. Ich bin Vater, meine Tochter ist erst 7 Jahre alt. Diese Verantwortung hält mich in der Welt. Bitte gebe mir eine Anweisung, wie ich mit der Praxis beginnen kann. Hier in meinem Alltag, wie kann ich in der Welt leben und dennoch mich nicht mit ihr identifizieren? Vielen Dank für das, was du gibst und lehrst.
Oh, das ist nicht so einfach. Ne? Aber anfangen kann er immer. Ne? Er muss sich wie heißt das, Schedule? Er muss sich einen Plan machen, ne? Dass er, wenn er morgens aufsteht, ne, bevor er irgendwas tut, erstmal eine Stunde meditiert oder eine halbe Stunde meditiert. Ne? Und dann sich um die Sachen kümmert, ne, um seine Tochter kümmert oder um die Arbeit kümmert. Ne? Und wenn er zurückkommt von der Arbeit, wieder sich hinsetzt, eine Stunde und alles rausschmeißt. Ne? Also meditiert, ne, mit dem Buddha oder mit dem Atem. Ne? Und ja, vorm Schlafengehen auch nochmal. Ne? Das kann eine halbe Stunde sein, dreiviertel Stunde oder kann eine Stunde sein. Ne? So kriegt er einen Fuß in die Tür. Nur so. Ne? Und am Wochenende ein bisschen mehr. Ne? Wenn er nicht zur Arbeit geht. Er muss erstmal einen Fuß in die Tür bekommen, bevor er überhaupt mal untersuchen kann. Ne? Und dann, was sage ich immer, die tägliche Reflexion. Ja? Dass er die am Abend macht. Was ist denn abgegangen? Aber dies nicht bewerten, nicht beurteilen, sondern einfach nur schauen, das habe ich gedacht, ja? Das Gefühl ist hochgekommen oder jenes, dann habe ich das gemacht, das Gefühl ist hochgekommen oder Gedanken oder Memory, und nächstes und nächstes und nächstes, ja? So dass er erkennt, was er tut. Ne? Und damit, mit dieser Reflexion, löst es sich ein bisschen von der Welt, in der er lebt. Ne? Aber ich habe das doch immer wieder gesagt. Ne? Alles klar? War letzte Frage, oder? Ne? Good? Everything okay? Yeah? Let's finish.